At one point in time, it was a railroad town. Chimoy, Missouri is located on the banks of the Missouri River. It's in extreme north Osage County. By the road system, it's very isolated since we're on the Missouri River.
I much prefer living in the country to the city. Probably the biggest challenge for my community, and most communities, would be with the economy and getting by, the cost of gas, the cost of groceries.
You have no gas money, you have to depend on others. We're not a poor community, but there's a lot of poverty in this community.
Healthcare is very challenging if you're a resident in Chimoy, Missouri. There are no local doctors, there are no local health clinics.
If you have an emergency in Chimoy, you're going to expect Life Flight to come out.
The closest medical care you're going to have is either in Hermann, Missouri, which is about a half an hour to the east, or Lynn, Missouri, which is about a half an hour to our south.
Where we live, learn, work, and play really affect our health. These are called the social determinants of health. Through the Missouri Health Equity Collaborative, we've been working with communities throughout Missouri and have become familiar with many of the challenges that they face when it comes to health and healthy lives. Chimoy is a small town just south of the Missouri River. Fulton is nearby, but they have trouble accessing specialty services there because there's no bridge over the river. All of our rural communities in Missouri have their own set of challenges. Rural communities tend to have fewer healthcare providers, fewer health resources, and transportation is frequently an issue. Some of our rural communities have trouble accessing primary health care, and many, if not most, have trouble accessing specialty health care where it's needed. These days, obesity is a major problem in Missouri, and it's getting worse. Chimoy is a community that recognized how important it is for their students to be healthy and active. School sports is one way to keep kids active, but students have to have a school physical in order to participate in sports. The community leaders there in Chimoy got creative. They came together collaboratively and they started a health fair.
When we went to the school and we talked to them about doing a back-to-school fair, thinking that's what they would need and we would throw our support behind it, and the superintendent shared with me that they could provide school supplies to the kids, but what they couldn't supply was physicals.
We started off with the concept, is there any way we could bring free athletic physicals to all of our athletes here in Chimoy? Out of that concept, it kind of grew into a health fair type approach. We were able to include it for all students, and we also kind of opened the invitation to our whole community to attend.
A large percentage of the kids that attend the schools are on the free or reduced lunch, and the families are fairly low income. So the money that it would take to not only come to Lynn to get a physical, but the transportation issue to get there would be an issue. And so a lot of the kids that were low income families, those children were not able to participate in school sports.
Young people are the future for Missouri's rural communities. They are our future farmers, doctors, and teachers. Young people really have a voice that we should listen to. Many times they can see things in our communities that act as barriers to health and healthy lives. Photo Voice is a powerful tool that our youth can use to shine a light on those things.
It gives them an opportunity to look at it through economic and social aspects, and often these kids have never done that before.
The participants are middle school age students in grades 6th, 7th, and 8th throughout Central Missouri from a diverse backgrounds, different areas of the Central Missouri. Really we've given them an opportunity to talk about their community and how they see their community through photographs.
Many would never have had a camera before, but if they did, they didn't use it for social aspects. They didn't use it to know if they looked at their community and thought, what would I do if I was going to change something? What do I feel passionate about, and how does my community look when I look at that? You know, what can I do to make a change here, and then document that.
Photo Voice also helps young people to invest in their communities. And we need our young people to invest in our communities and either stay there or come back after higher education.
They're worth just as much as I am in the community.
It's true, yeah.
It's important that we have our youth participate in things like the Photo Voice program and initiatives that do give them a voice, because as adults we tend to not listen to them.
I don't think anybody would disagree that young people are the future of our state, of our communities, of our country.
And to show the kids that they can make a difference, I think that is, that's just a great thing.
We want people to know who we are and what our agency does. We are committed to identifying and dealing with and alleviating the causes and conditions of poverty in the communities that we serve.
In Chamois, where about 3 or 4 of the participants in the program live, I did not realize that there were so many stores in just different places in Chamois that were closed.
Chamois itself used to have a lawyer's office, a doctor's office, a dentist's office. It used to have grocery stores and clothing stores.
When she goes back and forth to the city of St. Louis, she sees, so much opportunity, and then when we come back home, she doesn't see that opportunity here.
Really, the only chance I've really had to open up other people's eyes about our community is right now.
Governor Nixon was able to come by earlier today and see the photographs that the kids took and look at some of the captions that were written and identify, again, what they see as residents of Central Missouri.
Okay, this is my photo, and it is of the post office in Morrison, Missouri of Osage County. It's, like a family is part of you, what you own is a part of you, your pets are a part of you. Well, this post office is a part of me.
With this picture, I was trying to convey the importance of transportation, especially in the country, because without transportation, you can't feed your farm animals, and your crops, which you need transportation and other vehicles to plant your crops, to harvest them. And with all of that, you need transportation, you need to get food. In our family, it's important. We like to go out and do things with our family, like say go to the city and eat dinner, or just going someplace like the dentist, or to the doctor, or sports, or school, or anything. Transportation is for everything.
It'd be really hard to move to somewhere different.
I was really proud to hear Madeline's name called when they read that resolution.
I believe everyone who participated in this program met their original goals and so much more.
As a parent, you always want your child to do well and succeed, and I think she has really learned a lot through the program, and it opened her eyes to some injustices in the world that she might not have been aware of.
If I could tell anybody about my community, I would tell them that I am proud to live there and that it is a great place to live because just about everybody knows everybody and everybody can count on everybody.
People flock to rural communities and they hate to give it up. And it does cause some challenges when it comes to getting health care or getting food or going to work. So they work real hard to try and stay in those communities.
I don't want to move, and I want to go again. I want to continue Photo Voice because I want them to see from my perspective what I want, what I feel like, because then maybe my smaller community might thrive one day because of what I said, because I took the opportunity.
I think Photo Voice succeeded here in Osage County because it gave the kids an opportunity to find their voice and use it in a very positive way and a successful way, which I think will then help them as they get older and they get strong about things and they want to share information or they want to take something and change it. They'll have the confidence to do it.